praying big and playing small.
All of my life I've seen visions, coming attractions, knew I could do more so further, different perception, but a faulty belief system was my distraction, surrounded by things that did not support my vision. I can see beyond what I'm looking at, have the courage to focus till it manifests. Done with the things that hold me back, 'cause I'm an attractive thinker. I can see beyond what I'm looking at, have the courage to focus till it manifests. Done with things that hold me back, 'cause I'm an attractive thinker. Thinker, 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 thinker.
Great day, Attractive Thinker. Welcome back to From Birthing Babies to Birthing Dreams podcast. Dr. Toni Hatton here, CEO and founder at theattractivethinker.guru, where perceptions shift, new possibilities become visible, and dreams, ideas, and desires really do come true for ambitious first-generation entrepreneurs who desire to transform their story into their empire. Have you checked in lately on your goals? Do you have big dreams that you fully believe, yet continue to see little results? Praying big and playing small can go unnoticed until one day you realize that your results aren't reflective of your dreams. I recall many years ago, I was going through something in my life that had the potential to be my excuse for walking away from my dream. I was facing this challenge day in and day out, carrying this invisible silent weight that I hadn't given voice to. I was simply showing up every day, taking care of responsibilities, and not addressing how what I was facing had me feeling. One day, out of frustration, I said, you know what, you're right. This is not the fruit of the seeds that I've sown. And I got my clarity and strength back, and I refused to settle for the results that I was seeing because I was really clear that the seeds that I'd sown should have produced greater fruit without sorrow attached to it, better results than I was seeing. This one piece of clarity, Attractive Thinker, caused me to demand the results that I knew I deserved. Not only demand, but refuse to settle for anything less than fruit that was congruent with the seeds that were sown in this particular area. I took authority over my results and stopped allowing what I was seeing to convince me that this was going to be my only result. Praying big, yet playing small, this can also mean settling for small results. Just to say that, yeah, I did get a result, or the common phrase, well, something is better than nothing. This reminds me of when my daughter was ill. Her blood count had dropped to a 4 over her birthday weekend. Prior to realizing this, I noticed that her behavior was changing. She was in culinary school at the time and had never missed a class. One day, I saw her come up the stairs on the front porch in the middle of the school day. I opened the door and said, "Is everything okay?" She said, "I just don't feel well," and proceeded upstairs to her room. The next day, she didn't get out of the bed at all, and I knew something was not right. We arranged for her to get her blood drawn, and her doctor called the house at 2 a.m. and said, "You need to bring your daughter in right now." When we arrived at the doctor's office, they asked my daughter to get up on the exam table, but move very slow. And I looked at her and I looked at the doctor and I said, "What's going on?" The doctor said, "Mrs. Hatton, your daughter's blood count is a 4. And the hospital is waiting to administer a blood transfusion." To make a long story short, attractive thinker, in an attempt to avoid the side effects of a blood transfusion, which is possible heart failure, we addressed this issue swiftly in a natural way. Took my daughter back to the doctor every 2 days to get her blood counts checked, and within 7 days, the doctor was asking me what I was giving her because her blood counts were back to normal without a blood transfusion. I said that to say this. When my daughter was ill and we camped out on the living room floor because she was too weak to go upstairs, in her weak, faint voice, she asked me, "Mom, what does it mean to take it by force?" I said exactly what we're doing right now. I'm not accepting a partial healing or oh, I feel a little bit better. I'm not accepting anything less than you being 100% you and going back to school and living the life exactly like you were before your blood counts dropped. Attractive thinker, this means that we did not stop until the fruit reflected the seeds that we were sowing. All junk food was cut out, the diet was tight and right, the nutritional supplements were going in like clockwork, and we applied the power of consistency until she was able to get up off of the floor and walk back up those stairs to her own room. Small expectations cannot produce big results, attractive thinker. The expectation, the conviction, the belief that it will happen has to be in place first in order for big results to be the outcome. When you don't expect the big results that you desire, when you hit an obstacle, attractive thinker, you won't press in and give it all that you've got. When big expectations haven't been set in place first, settling for whatever result that you get can seem like that's the answer to your prayer. Praying big because that's what you desire and playing small because that's all that you think you can get is playing games with and devaluing your potential to have exactly what your heart truly desires. As an ambitious first-generation entrepreneur, your dreams, ideas, and desires are big because you're creating something that has never been created before by anyone in your bloodline. That's a big dream, and little results aren't big enough to reflect anything new, anything different to experience, or anything that will get the attention of or inspire others to dream big too. Your dreams, attractive thinker, ideas, and desires must be big enough to make an impact. Small results cannot do that. Small results are common. You need to accomplish dreams that are uncommon. Attractive thinker, understand that you are a multidimensional being. There is a mental you, a spiritual you, an emotional you, an intellectual you, a physical you, and more. When you desire something using your words and the mental hasn't been informed of your verbal desires, the two actually can be working against each other, resulting in little to no results. It explains the starting and stopping action that goes on when taking action on your goals. It can look like saying that you're going to do something and then the physical you doesn't actually do it. Big words with small actions can result in little to no results. Praying big, yet playing small. I trust that this message has inspired you to play a bigger game to create the bigger results that you desire. As a first-generation entrepreneur, in order to carve a new generational path and make an impact big enough to leave a mark and inspire others to believe what's also possible for them, your results have to be big enough to be noticed. I encourage you to screenshot this episode and share it on your social media pages because there are some dreamers in your circle who are playing small yet desiring big results. And this message can shine the light in that area and inspire them to play a bigger game in their life and business. Remember to access your free gift at theattractivethinker.guru and create an attractive thinking environment with our unique line of apparel in the Attractive Thinker store. To go deeper with this message, read the section on page 567 in your Attractive Thinker book and capture your ahas in the Attractive Thinker notebook so that all of the many dimensions of you are in agreement with your big dreams, big ideas, and big desires. Now, Attractive Thinker, you're praying big and playing big. My life's work, that is always to make your life better. Remember, it's not what you're going through, it's how you're viewing it. Think attractively. I look forward to empowering you with another attractive thinking message in the next episode of From Birthing Babies to Birthing Dreams.
The choices I made, authenticity, integrity, purpose, and legacy. Ooh, yeah.